Your body is lying to you. Right now your stomach is dissolving itself and rebuilding. You're burning more calories than if you were watching TV, and if you eat enough carrots, you'll literally turn orange. Today we're diving into 10 insane health facts that sound fake, but are 100% true. Keep score. Give yourself a point for every fact you already knew, and let me know your total in the comments. Let's jump in. The first fact will change how you see vegetables forever. Did you know that eating too many carrots can actually change the color of your skin? It sounds like something out of a cartoon, but it's completely true. If you're a carrot lover, you might want to listen up, because this is one of the wildest side effects of healthy eating you'll ever hear about. When you eat a lot of carrots, your skin can start to turn orange. This isn't a myth or an internet rumor, it's a real medical condition called carotenemia. It's not just your imagination if you notice your hands or feet looking a little more golden than usual after a carrot binge. The reason this happens is because carrots are packed with beta-carotene, the pigment that gives them their bright orange color. When you eat carrots, your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, but if you eat more than your body needs, the extra beta-carotene starts to build up in your skin. This is most noticeable on your palms and the soles of your feet, where the skin is thicker and the pigment shows up more clearly. The result? A yellow-orange tint that can be pretty surprising if you're not expecting it. The good news is that carotenemia is completely harmless. It doesn't mean you're sick, and it won't hurt you. All you have to do is cut back on the carrots, and your skin will gradually return to its normal color. But don't worry, you'd have to eat a lot of carrots for this to happen. We're talking about eating several large carrots every single day for weeks, or even months, before you'd notice any real change in your skin tone. So, if you've ever dreamed of cosplaying as a pumpkin for Halloween, now you know the secret. Just load up on carrots, and you'll have the most authentic orange glow at the party. It's a costume that comes straight from your kitchen. It's almost like your body is saying, "You love carrots so much? Fine. Why not become one?" It's a funny way for your body to show just how much you've been snacking on those crunchy orange veggies. Now here's a challenge for you. Would you eat enough carrots to turn orange if someone offered you $10,000? Imagine the dedication it would take to munch your way through mountains of carrots every day. Would you do it for the cash, or is the thought of orange skin just too much? If you ever wanted to try the healthiest camouflage ever, this is your chance. Just think, if you're ever lost in a carrot patch, you might just blend right in. It's the ultimate way to hide in plain sight, and you'll be the talk of the farmer's market. But let's get real. How many carrots do you think you could eat before you tap out? Would you make it through a week, or would you be done after just a few days? It's a lot harder than it sounds, and your taste buds might start begging for mercy long before your skin changes color. I want to know who the true carrot fanatics are out there. If you think you could handle the challenge, let me know in the comments. Maybe you've already noticed your skin getting a little more orange after a carrot kick. If so, you're not alone. So here's the ultimate challenge. How orange would you go? Would you embrace your inner carrot, or would you stop before you started to glow? Either way, it's a fun reminder that even the healthiest foods can have some pretty unexpected side effects. Stay curious, and keep crunching. Laughing isn't just fun, it's a legit health boost. Every time you laugh, your body releases endorphins, lowers stress hormones, and strengthens your immune system. It's like a mini workout for your insides, boosting oxygen and making your internal army stronger. Next time you feel a cold coming on, try a comedy binge. Science says laughter really is good medicine, so giggle your way to better health. Here's a joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. If you smiled, you just got healthier. Have you ever thought about what's really happening inside your stomach? It's not just a bag that holds your food, it's actually one of the most hard-working and self-sufficient organs in your body. In fact, your stomach is so efficient at taking care of itself that it gets a brand new lining every 3 to 4 days. That's right, every few days your stomach completely regenerates its inner surface. If it didn't, the powerful digestive juices inside would literally start to eat away at your own body. The acid in your stomach, called hydrochloric acid, is incredibly strong, so strong in fact that it could dissolve metal if given enough time. Imagine pouring acid on a piece of metal and watching it bubble and corrode. That's the kind of environment your stomach lining faces every single day. To protect itself, your body is constantly rebuilding the stomach wall, creating a fresh barrier to keep the acid where it belongs, digesting your food, not your organs. The cells in your stomach lining are some of the fastest growing and fastest replacing cells in your entire body. They divide and multiply at an astonishing rate, working around the clock to repair any damage and replace old cells with new ones. This rapid regeneration is what makes your stomach one of the fastest healing organs you have. If you get a small injury or irritation in your stomach, it can often heal itself in just a matter of days. Think of it like a team of construction workers who never sleep, always patching up the walls and fixing any cracks before they become a problem. They're constantly on duty, making sure your stomach stays strong and protected, no matter what you eat or drink. That's why your stomach can bounce back so quickly from things like irritation, minor injuries, or even ulcers. If you've ever had a stomach bug or an upset stomach, you might have noticed how quickly you start to feel better. That's your stomach's self-repair system in action, working overtime to get you back to normal. In fact, you basically get a brand new stomach wall twice a week. Imagine if your skin or your hair could renew itself that quickly. It's a reminder of just how resilient and adaptable your body really is. So the next time you feel a stomach ache or some discomfort, remember that there's an invisible battle happening inside you. Your body's working hard to protect you, heal you, and keep everything running smoothly, even when you don't realize it. Your body is tougher and more resourceful than you might think. It's constantly fighting off threats, repairing itself, and adapting to whatever you throw at it. It might sound a little gross to think about all the acid and cell turnover happening in your gut, but honestly, it's also kind of amazing. The more you learn about your body, the more you realize how incredible it really is. So, in a way, you're basically a self-cleaning oven, always fresh, always ready for the next meal, and always working behind the scenes to keep you healthy. Good news. Dark chocolate can actually boost your brain power. The flavonols in cocoa improve blood flow to your brain, helping with memory and focus. Studies show a little dark chocolate can give you a mental edge, especially before a big test or meeting. It might even help protect your brain as you age. Just don't go overboard. Moderation is key. So next time you snack on chocolate, you're not just indulging, you're training your brain. Science says yes, chocolate is brain food. You're welcome. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching TV. While you sleep, your body repairs cells, consolidates memories, and keeps everything running, burning more energy than when you're just sitting. REM sleep is especially active for your brain. Watching TV puts your body in power saver mode, but sleep is productive. So, napping is technically a better workout than being a couch potato. The calorie difference isn't huge, but it's real. Don't feel guilty about that nap. You're recharging and burning calories. It's the ultimate passive exercise. Rest up and call it healthy. Sleep smarter, not harder. Apples can give you more sustained energy than coffee. Coffee's caffeine gives you a quick jolt but often leads to a crash. Apples have natural sugars and fiber, releasing energy slowly and steadily. No jitters, no crash. Even the act of crunching an apple wakes you up. It's a smoother, more natural boost. So, team apple or team coffee? Let's settle it in the comments. I'm trying apples for a week. Will I become a morning person? Maybe, or maybe I'll just be a grumpy guy with an apple. Either way, apples are a legit energy hack. Try it and see for yourself. The showdown is on. Your nose can identify and remember about 50,000 different scents. That's a built-in scent library more powerful than you realize. Smell is directly linked to memory and emotion. One whiff can transport you back in time. When you inhale, odor molecules trigger unique patterns in your brain, creating scent signatures. That's why certain smells hit you with instant nostalgia. Your nose is constantly cataloging the world, even when you're not aware. What's the weirdest thing you've ever smelled? Drop it in the comments. The stranger, the better. My pick durian fruit. My nose still hasn't recovered. Your nose is a supercomputer. Use it wisely. What if I told you that everything you thought you knew about fruit salad is completely wrong? Here's a fact that might just blow your mind. Bananas are berries, strawberries aren't. Sounds impossible, right? But it's true, and once you hear the science behind it, you'll never look at your favorite fruits the same way again. Let's break it down. In the world of botany, a berry isn't just any small, juicy fruit. Botanically, a berry is a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary, and contains seeds inside its fleshy body. That means bananas, kiwis, grapes, and even eggplants all fit the scientific definition of a berry. Yes, you heard that right, eggplants are berries too. It's not about taste or color, but about how the fruit forms and where the seeds are located. Now let's talk about the so-called berries we all know and love. Strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Despite their names, these aren't true berries at all. Instead, they're what scientists call aggregate fruits. That means they come from flowers with multiple ovaries, not just one. Each little bump or segment on a raspberry or blackberry is actually its own tiny fruit, all clustered together. Take a closer look at a strawberry. See all those tiny dots on the surface? Each one of those so-called seeds is actually a separate fruit, called an achene, with a seed inside. So, when you bite into a strawberry, you're actually eating dozens of tiny fruits at once, all stuck to a juicy red base. So, the next time you whip up a mixed berry smoothie, remember, it's not really a berry party. It's more like a gathering of imposters, with only a few true berries in the mix. That berry blend you love, it's a botanical masquerade. The food industry doesn't care about these scientific details. For them, it's all about what sounds good and sells well. If calling something a berry makes it more appealing, that's what you'll see on the label, regardless of what botanists say. Fruit classification is wild, confusing, and totally counterintuitive. The more you learn, the stranger it gets. Who would have guessed that a watermelon is a type of berry called a pepo, or that avocados are technically berries too? So, let's recap. Bananas are berries, strawberries are not. Welcome to the wonderfully chaotic world of fruit classification, where nothing is as it seems and every fruit has a secret identity. Next time you dig into a bowl of fruit salad, remember, you're not just enjoying a healthy snack, you're participating in a grand botanical illusion, where the labels don't always match the science. The world of fruit is far stranger and more fascinating than you ever imagined. From spiky durians to star-shaped carambolas, there's a whole universe of fruit oddities out there waiting to surprise you. So, which side are you on? Are you team banana berry, proudly defending the true berries of the world, or are you team strawberry imposter, sticking with the classics? No matter what the scientists say, let the great fruit debate begin. Next time you're with friends, share these facts and see who's the real fruit expert at the table. One thing's for sure, fruit salad will never be the same again. Your skeleton is completely replaced every 10 years. Bone cells are constantly broken down and rebuilt in a process called remodeling. Specialized cells demolish old bone, while others build new bone, like a never-ending construction project. This keeps your bones strong and repairs tiny fractures from daily life. Over a decade, every bone cell is replaced. You're basically a walking, talking transformer. The skeleton you have now isn't the one you had as a kid, or the one you'll have in 10 years. You're a living, breathing upgrade. Only humans seek out and enjoy spicy food. Capsaicin, the chemical in chili peppers, triggers pain receptors. Other animals avoid it. We're the only species that turn to plants' do not eat sign into a delicacy. Eating spicy food tricks your brain into thinking you're in danger, but you get a rush of endorphins and dopamine. It's a chili high, pain and pleasure all at once. Scientists call it benign masochism. We love the thrill, knowing we're safe. We're the rebels of the animal kingdom. What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? Share your story in the comments. I once tried the one-chip challenge. Never again. Humans, weird, wild, and loving the burn. That's 10 health facts that sound fake but are totally real. Did you get a perfect score? Let me know in the comments. If you learned something wild, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Drop your own weirdest health fact below. I want to see what you've got. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay weird.